Welcome back to Amplified. Voting rights legislation has a little chance of getting through the Senate. But there seems to be movement on another key piece of legislation tied to our electoral process. BNC White House correspondent Aisha Mills has the latest on the Electoral Count Act.
I will say we are going to continue to look for ways to protect and expand the rights of the American people to have access to voting.
After months of talks, the White House and congressional Democrats are facing the hard truth. Passing election reform legislation is slim to none.
I hope we can get this done. The honest-to-God answer is I don't know whether we can get this done.
The deep partisan divide over election laws has crippled Democrats' efforts to overcome a Republican filibuster to pass voting rights. But there does seem to be agreement from both parties on the need to reform the Electoral Count Act. The 1887 law governs how Congress certifies votes in presidential elections. Issues with the process were exacerbated during the 2020 election and helped fuel the big lie by Trump and his supporters.
The Electoral Count Act definitely needs to be fixed. And that is an important effort, and it should happen.
Shayna Gallagher is on day 2 of her second hunger strike for voting rights. She agrees the certification process of presidential elections must be reformed, but believes it only scratches the surface of a larger issue.
But it is not enough because it's not going to address dark money, it's not going to address partisan gerrymandering, and it's not going to address the egregious assaults on our freedom to vote.
Kyla Frank, who's also on a hunger strike, says what Americans want to see right now is for Congress to pass transformative voting bills.
I think that is a very sad excuse that they're trying to push this bill that, again, look at where the power is going. The Freedom to Vote Act gives power back into the hands of the American people.
It's unclear the future of voting rights in Congress. But even with the uncertainty, activists say they're committed to an indefinite hunger strike until voting rights are secured for all Americans.
This is my second time around. The first time I lost 13 pounds. I only gained back 3 pounds since the last strike. And so this is it's hard.
Aisha Mills in Washington, D.C. for Amplified.
My goodness, people are literally out here going hungry for what they believe in. And Kyrsten Sinema has officially declared defeat for the Democrats on voting rights because she has decided that she supposedly supports the bills, the underlying voting rights bills, but not enough to actually change the Senate rules in order to pass them. So she's all but doubled down on the fact that she cares more about antiquated, racist Senate processes than she does the power of the people. So I'm glad to see that the other Democrats in Congress are actually trying to find a win somewhere for us nonetheless and are reaching to enact whatever reforms that they can. So this Electoral Count Act that Ariana just reported on is yet another ancient relic of a law that was enacted, y'all, as a part of a compromise where Democrats, who were back then the party of segregationists, got Republicans to agree to end Reconstruction and withdraw federal troops from southern states. Yes, we just started off talking about Electoral Certification Act, essentially, that ultimately is tied to, you named it, racism in America. And just let that sink in, because it seems like time and time again on this show, we talk about policy maneuvers that are going on in Congress, ill-written bills and measures that we need to get rid of, like the filibuster. And at the end of the day, it comes back to something that our government created to try to deal with the racial reckoning that has been going down since the foundation of this nation. And they always do a botched job at it. And so I'm hoping that this time we'll be able to get rid of this maneuver and, you know, call it a win. But at the end of the day, the question becomes, do voters even care? Democrats are tinkering around the outskirts of getting real things done by trying to navigate process and make little incremental changes. And I just don't know that the voters are really going to matter. So what's important is that we all make sure that these senators feel the fire that we have in our bellies to move voting rights and other things, and to do that in their faces where they live in their districts. This weekend, to honor Martin Luther King Jr., several members of his family and civil rights organizations organizations are going to honor him with a weekend of action. They are going to be in Phoenix demonstrating and marching so that Kyrsten Sinema's constituents know that she is not doing the will of the people. Then they're going to go on to D.C. on Monday. Y'all, we need to stay in the streets, because Congress isn't just going to get this done without us putting the pressure on those senators. So make sure that you pay attention to what's going on, but also get out there and march when you can, because all of this matters.